But I had here is stories kind of where sometimes they are sleeping and the policemen, the high level, get into and they put bombs like ice. I don't know what's how to say.
Oh yeah, I think they're called crying bombs. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
they
ones with white.
put they close the doors and they are suffering inside.
Okay,
So
they're
or they
suffering.
say like kind of that you have to run uh 20 20 times around this place. I don't know. So one second, one second.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Sí, buenos días. Confirme, Papu, si es que a 1:30 en punto estamos en Netza para retirar las lijas. So I think the problem started there
Okay.
because it's kind of they when they finally reach their goal, they go out and they say I was suffering a lot and I have they abuse. They think that that was like kind of I don't know. They feel like more than whatever person because they pass that kind of maltrato.
Okay, mistreat, but more than
Mistreat.
any person, not whatever person, any person.
Yeah,
Because
any person.
uh-huh.
So uh, I think it's better like learning things related with the society, how to you can be better with the society. So because they have a lot of mistreats in that course, and that is really bad. And I think they have to take a test after his course,
They are cursed.
their course, because I have some friends that they turns police, policeman, or official or military, and when they got out from that course, they are different person. They talk like soldiers, like okay, this is okay. What you? Oh, it's kind of military, kind of that, but it's different. They are not like a common person. So I think they need a test because they was suffering a lot of mistreat inside.
They suffered a lot of.
Suffer, yeah.
Okay.
So and I think one point more is like one requisito.
Requirements. So one more
Oh
point
yeah,
is the requirement.
one more required is like studying minimum one technology or kind of something short, like 2 years, to be a policeman. Yeah,
Police officer.
police. No, just police. The lowest can has to study as minimum a technology related with the community, with the society.
Okay.
Kind of, I don't know. It's just I'm taking words out is like psychology.
Psychology.
So maybe if you want to be policeman, you have to study psychology or social communication, kind of that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I think is good to next point is like making they have to go out like 2 times, one each quarter, like 2 times in a month, like being related with the society. So helping children without parents or with uh, enfermedades,
Illnesses or
illness,
diseases, illnesses,
or,
sick people.
yeah, or kind of that, helping to the community. I think just going to barrer.
Room.
Broom,
Room.
broom. Yeah, to going to broom one park or kind. You know what I mean. Is like kind of helping to the society 2 times in a month. That I think is not too much. Uh, and kind of requirement of doing one psychological test each month. If you don't do that, you don't have your license to be active like a policeman.
Okay.
Oh, one thing, important thing is like implementing to add. I don't know. Implementing is correct.
yeah, implementing.
The camera in his body. I don't know. Pecho,
On his chest.
chest. Yeah, chest. I don't know why I don't remember. Implementing one camera in his chest. So we are gonna stop with like kind of paying money because you break one rule or kind of that. So they are gonna be more straight because they have their camera. In US, they have a camera in his chest. So I think in Ecuador, we have to implement this. Um, for all of this, I would like to make two important things. Kind of one social experiment
Okay.
with. I told you it is online on social media because I think social media are really strong arms arms
Weapon. Social media
really
is a
strong
really strong weapon. Weapon.
weapon
Weapon. Yeah.
yeah it's really strong weapon. So everything is on Facebook, on Instagram, are the common social medias. So we can record one policeman that he had studied and one that he didn't have studied, and how is the trade, how they are, their kind of relation with the society, how they change.
Okay.
So we put that on social media and they can see the difference. And I think it is gonna work and there is gonna be the requisites
Requirements.
and requirements. Yeah, requirement. And then we can uh, get signs online to present to the state. I don't know, to the, yeah,
To state governments or
yeah, to the government. And maybe we can reach our goal. Yeah, and that's it.
Okay.
I think it's not necessary going out and making strikes. Nothing of that. It's kind of just signs, signs and
Six
signs,
signatures.
signatures.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you mentioned a couple of things here. I was taking notes of the most important ones. The first one is the one you were talking about, the tear gas. I think it's called tear gas, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, so I guess that is called PTS, post-traumatic stress. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, well, whenever you are in a stress situation for, I don't know, a long time or a short period, or something like really bad happens to you, you have this, and it's very common. I hear it's very common in the U.S., especially for the military force.
Yeah.
So oh, and you're saying that the solution for this is having these tests, psychological tests, to see if they can or cannot be active.
Yeah.
Now, let's imagine uh, a, a fair amount, like 20% of police officers cannot be active. What will happen to them? They will stay without a job, they will have to go to psychology, they will have a indemnization. What do you think?
Maybe they can also the boss can look for what kind of job uh for them, like you can't go out to be related with the people, but you can be in office.
Okay, yeah.
You can be in like ECU 911, like
Echo,
ECU 911.
yeah.
So kind of that different uh, puesto, different
Um, ooh, a different place.
place, yeah, different place,
Different place to work.
and I think that is gonna happen with people that is not. They have to look for one place for them. That is because policeman is not, or police not, doesn't mean just going out.
Uh-huh.
That means to a lot of things, like just answer calls or kind of that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So redesign, redestinate,
Redesign.
redestinating, redestinating places, having a better human resource department, I guess, in the police office, in the police
Exactly.
department.
Because I think this kind of method that has police was created maybe 50 years ago or
Uh-huh.
100 years ago,
Who knows?
who knows. And that is for that people at the moment. Now it's different system. And I think it's for that changing things, changing times. People is getting crazy. People is getting poor a lot because our system is obsolete,
Obsolete.
obsolete. Yeah,
Obsolete.
obsolete. So we have to make a restructure
Uh-huh.
for this society, for this actual society. Yeah.
Okay. You touch another interesting topic right there. Okay, thank you so much for that. And I agree with you on that. I will definitely agree with you. Having a better human resources area, knowing what happens to each one, where can each one actually work, and having limits to get into one rank or another, one place or another. Yeah. Uh, there's this other thing you mentioned that I really liked. Helping like community, helping the community. How do you think, or what effects do you think will this have with the community when they see people or police officers or future police officers working in their park and
I
stuff?
think
What impact do you think it will have?
they the result is for both. People is gonna feel like kind of they are like good person because they are helping me. They are like making good things for us, and common people is gonna feel like really well. I think so, being related with them, and then and on the other side, they are gonna feel more feelings people. They are gonna feel what the what that people is living each day, so they can understand more
Yeah, what that people are living day by day.
day by day. Yes,
Okay,
I think it's good for both sides. Yeah,
okay, so it's like a win-win situation, right?
yeah.
Okay, great, great. Now this one is going to be quite, I don't know, for me difficult, but the question is the next. Uh, okay, doing all the psychological things sound great. Redesigning areas sound great. Having a better human resources area sounds great. Putting cameras on the body sounds great, and all the tests we're gonna have. But what about money wise? How would you give a solution to all this with the amount of money that actually moves in the police department? Because pretty much at the end, the bottom line is the money, right?
So you mean how can they buy the cameras? So
Yeah, how will they get more money from the government into security? Because probably, I don't know, since we have this experience,
because always government is on their side. Always governments, they have a really good uh waves wages salary
wages.
wages. I was trying to use the new word.
Good, good.
Salary is more is easier, yeah. So I think his wages are really high.
Okay.
So I think government doesn't care about buying millions of cameras. I think that is not the problem. The problem is like kind of even the government makes uh, have corruption. So I think it's for that thing they don't buy and they don't put because inside the government is the corruption too.
Yeah. And that's a whole big issue and a huge that's a huge story here in Ecuador, corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now the next question. So we have the money, but it's badly redestinated. So there we have to do a big.
Easy. If people know the reason, they can donate for sure because we are gonna stop with corruption.
Okay.
So if I put like donate for one country better, one yeah,
One
for
better.
being a country better, and then they are gonna even I know if you have like one good project and you put help me with this project, it is for that, for I want to do this or this and this, and they help you,
Yeah, I think it's called crowdsourcing.
something like that, I don't know, but they help you. So I think in this project there is a lot of people that is going to be um, apporting their money.
Okay, so you're saying that with social media, yeah, with social media, you're gonna get to a lot of people, and you're gonna like have or get a crowdsourcing, like people giving money to you, and you will economically back up what you want to change.
Exactly.
That'll be wow. That'll be a huge project. Like, and now here we go to the next question. Why would the government or why would you focus on security over other things like health and education? Well, why should security be the main issue?
What is the question?
Why should security, because it's the police, police goes with security,
Yeah.
why should security be the main issue we want to attack and not health and education that are also very
Oh,
important?
because government always is like caring about the education, about healthcare, always. They doesn't cover all, but they try.
They don't cover all.
Yeah, they don't cover all,
Uh-huh.
but they try. They try. There are foundations that they try to, but they don't try cover policemen. They try just pay a lot because they need on their side, on the government side, because if they are against to the government, the government goes down quickly. So I
Yeah.
think just they just give money and that's it. So that is the motive for what I say policemen.
Okay, now that's a hot topic. Yeah, because like it is true, especially in South America, if you have the power of the police and the military on your side, probably you are safe in the government.
Yeah,
If you don't have the power of police and military, we will have situations like Mawat, for example, like 20 years ago.
yeah.
So yeah, that's a really good example. Uh, now, what effects do you think will happen economically to a country have when we get a better security? So imagine you can accomplish this. You can make this happen, and security gets better. Do you think that economically the country could get better also because of the better security? Yes, no, and why?
I don't know a really good like a really good theory,
Uh-huh.
but I think it's gonna get better because when you are things right, when you make things right, when you are like honestly,
Uh-huh.
all goes well. Everything goes well. Like if you had a really good job, honesty job, your life is gonna be better.
Honest job.
Yeah. So I think so that influencing all because kind of this. If they took one person that was robbing and the robber pays them to get out, just informal pay. So next day he's robbing on the streets quickly. So that affects to the society, and if he doesn't accept, they doesn't accept the payment
Don't
from
accept
the,
payment.
so he's gonna learn about this. But another topic. What I think with uh, robbers that are in the jail with jail people. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. That's another topic. What we should do with them. So it's not just the police. This is linked with the jails. So I think we are gonna have a lot of results, different results, but I think good results. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. And just as for some data, yeah, the safer we feel, the better we will be economically. Just as to give the same example you gave, a robber goes to the police, he gives some couple money, he goes out the next day, he robs another person. That person might be my mother's friend, so my mother will won't feel safer. She will close the institute earlier. And since we are closing the institute earlier, the rest is doing
Your
too.
economy is going down, and that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so there is like there's a butterfly effect there.
Yeah.
Now, next question. Well, you mentioned a couple of times that basically government is the problem. It could be the one that helps us, but it could also be the problem because of the corruption and it's systematic. And since systematic, it's really, really hard to change. Do you think that you could privately create this huge department with the investment of different capitals or economical angels that has a good vision of improving the security of Ecuador? Because I know that in the US, a couple departments are private, even though we think they are not, like the FBI.
Do you think what
Do you think that in Ecuador it will be a good idea to create with a lot of money, right? With a lot of money,
one like private
private
department?
police departments.
Oh, yes, I think so. Always is good.
Do you think it's a good investment for companies, big companies?
Hmm. I don't know. I think it's not good investment because you are against to the government, to their. If you are like against
Against.
to the government, they are gonna bother you. They don't want it. So if they don't want it, they are gonna look for a lot of like kind of laws or
Laws.
to bother you to make you close. I think in Ecuador or in South America,
South, South America.
South America,
Yeah,
because it's a lot of corruption.
there is a lot of
But
corruption.
I think so. Even in USA, it's a lot of corruption, but it's more like it's more people that the number of people living in USA is too high, so they have to change. But in Ecuador, it's not impossible, but it's difficult because money under the table is is always in Ecuador. So in Ecuador, it's not good investment. Yeah.
Completely true. So the solution will be try to work with the government.
Yes.
Okay, okay, great. It's hard way, but hopefully possible. Hopefully they listen to this. Now, an easier question. I liked everything you said, but now let's talk about the social media. Okay, you want to get signatures from people. How are you going to get that, and how are you going to viralize those videos? Because is it only going to be organic, or are you going to invest in publicity in Facebook's, Instagram, and all that?
Just organic.
Only organic.
Yeah, because I think if you, I'm not sure, but I think so. I think that if you wanna pay that like for diffusion, Facebook is Facebook doesn't accept
Okay.
because it's a very strong topic. It's kind of, I think they don't accept. You have to do a good video with good storytelling, really good, and this is going to be to have a lot of shares, and you can reach your goal, but just organic.
Okay, so you go in organic. Sounds
Yeah,
great. So you're going to use your resources and your knowledge.
you have to make an alliance with with famous pages or with famous people,
Okay.
and you are gonna you are gonna go go far. Like, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay.
And I think it's a really good uh, propose
Uh-huh.
to the people. I think nobody, a common people, nobody's gonna be against to the my purpose because it's something really good for the society. So I think famous people doesn't is going to like they are not. It's kind of making good things for the society. So you don't have to pay to one famous people because it's good for them too. It's really good for everybody. So I think that is a really good strategy.
I think so too. I agree with you. I'm just imagining everything that will happen, and I'm like, whoo, crazy. Now, do you think it's going to be good for the police too, for this to happen?
Of course, no. For future policies, really good.
Um,
But for the actual police, they are gonna be really mad. They are gonna. It's like kind of there is a lot of corrupted people,
corruption.
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 So they are gonna get mad and they are gonna say, "What? You're crazy." It's kind of not kind of getting different job, working in different place, or kind of that is like everything is going to change. They are not like ready for that. Maybe new policemen like they graduated like just 1 year ago. Maybe for them it's easy
Uh-huh.
the to take the change, but for old people it's crazy. They are, and that is not just in policemen. It's for it's like teaching new habits to old people. So it's really difficult because they are making, they are already that kind of person. Estoy en clases. En una hora acabo. Hasta eso listo. Okay, my mom.
Now you mentioned something quite interesting that I'm gonna dig more into. Okay, so for example, we have had some, and I have had some students that are police officers that have high ranks, and I think they will agree with what you said because they are people who studied and they are people who are against corruption, but they're not too many. But we're like these police officers exist. What if you could reach out to these police officers? What if you could find the good police officers inside the police department and try to start from there too?
Always there is two sides, but the 80% is gonna be like not is going to be not agree.
Won't agree.
Yeah. And 20% works for them. It's gonna be good idea. So, and it's really good for us to contact them. It's really good. Like maybe it's a good strategy too to to reach them and to contact them, and they can like share your ideas with people, with another people low levels. And sometimes when you explain really good to your friends, they are on your side, but there is one or two person that are not agree. I don't know whether I want to say accord. Is correct?
Won't agree with you.
Accord is correct or no?
I don't think so. Well, won't agree with you.
I don't know what is accord, but it's in my mind. You have to say. I don't know why, but it's okay.
Or I think I know what you want to say. Like in Spanish, I have the word in my head, but I will just say won't agree with you. They won't be with you in it.
Yeah. So I think it's better having on your side high range or even low range, low level on your side is really good because they can talk with friends and they can share your ideas and they can get more people on your side. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I have three more questions now. It's like every time you keep on speaking, I have more questions. Now, do you think, I'm going to go in order, do you think it is possible to create a win-win situation with the police department? Or definitely someone has to lose?
Win-win, what?
A win-win situation. So like a negotiation, like negotiate something where they win and we as a society also wins.
I don't got it. I don't. So what do you mean that, what?
Okay, I'm gonna give another example, okay? A win-win situation is when
What is win-win?
win-win.
Win? What
Win,
is
win.
ganar?
Yeah,
One?
no. A win-win situation is un ganar-ganar.
Okay.
So a win-win is, for example, I give English classes, okay?
Yeah.
And I charge you an amount of money. And you have a skate shop and you have the shoes I like. So we negotiate and we create a win-win situation where I get shoes and you get the when you get the
Both sides win.
yeah, but both sides win.
So
So, do you think it's possible to create a win-win situation with the police department and the government and the society?
yeah, easy. If you pay them more, they are gonna be happy, and people doesn't care because they are prepared for this. So it's not kind of now is like why then they got a lot of money if they don't didn't study uh, the university or something. Why they have to have a good salary? So but if it's like they study, they are really good with the society, they are honest people, people doesn't care. So if you pay more, people for them is gonna be okay, and they are gonna win, and we are gonna win. So
Okay. Okay. People want care, not doesn't. Want, because we're talking about the future.
once, okay,
Want.
once,
Want care. Okay, that's good. So you're gonna tackle money wise, and yeah, I think they will like it, like having a better stability, having a better stability and everything. Now, what if people? What did I want to say here? Okay, now last question. I think how long will this plan take? Do you think it will be a short term or a long term? Do you want to like make it a long thing, or do you want to just like drop the bomb and make the big explosion in social media and try to change this as fast as possible?
okay. If your goal, you can, you know what? I think you know. Sometimes when your goal, sometimes depends on the goal and your goal. I know you know it. Uh, for some people or for the company depends your their goal. 1 month is long time, but if your goal depends on what is your goal. Sometimes 2 years or 5 years is is not enough time because you have a really good goal. So it's really difficult. So for me, 2 years is not enough. It's like you need more because it's a really good change. It's kind of independence or kind of that. And but I think 5 years is fast. But even if it takes 8 years, it's okay. But the maximum 10 years because it's a really good change. It's like working, not just the policemen, working society too. We have to work together to make a change.
Okay. So now it sounds really. Now I have another question. It sounds really good. Like, and I agree with you because a big change like this that will have effects probably into future generations, into whatever who like into the babies of now. Uh, Definitely, 10 years might not seem like nothing. it will be nothing to what we can, or you can, or we can change.
Oh, one more thing is making mixed groups.
Okay.
Can be white man, one Latin man, and one uh, black man, and one, I don't know, Asian man.
Yeah.
So mixing ethnies, eh,
Ethnicities.
ethnicities,
Uh-huh.
groups of different cultures, and they can share and they can be like, I think they are gonna feel what he feels, and they are gonna be good friends, and it's not kind of just going out for white people and they saw one black man, and of course they are gonna be like, they are gonna abuse of that people because they are like Illinois mentality.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, mixed groups is a good point. Just to add a little bit more information and to go into the last question, I think there should be many studies, university, master degrees, and PhDs uh, studying the effect and having a market study, or a study of the population, of the society on this effect. So I think there is a big background in thesis around the world and around Ecuador too. But my question is, do you think, or what do you think would happen? Because 10 years is a long time. Well, relatively short, but it is quite a long time. What if people start going crazy? Like, and I mean crazy by what happened in the or what is happening in the US, before a little bit harder. How would you calm them down, knowing that we're talking about Mahatma Gandhi and
So signing, if you sign this, it's not necessary going out. If you sign it, you are seriously fighting for a new future. So signing, yeah, just sign.
signing, it's signing, yes, giving
For
us.
making donation, for no donations, not yet, just signing and sharing videos.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it.
uh-huh.
And saying, if you, there is like a percentage that if you, we need like, I don't know, 40 million of, I'm not 40, we are like 17 something of population, so we need 15, but it's too much, but I know, but we need 15 million of signs. So
Signatures.
signatures, there is a percentage, and if we reach that, I think it's easy. I don't know why I think it's easy, because I think it's easy because everybody against to the police. So of course they are gonna sign without excuse, any excuse.
So you will just make them sign. So you will just like show them the video and
Show
tell them, if you want to make a change, sign.
and sign to go 10% to the government. We want to change, and they are gonna listen our propose, and they are gonna say, okay, now we need this, or this or this, and we can give the information to them. We can reach. No, it's not reach. Juntar.
Get
Get.
so we're all together.
Yeah. and that's it.
Okay, but now another question appeared, and this one is uh, kind of personal, I guess. I like the idea. It sounds really good, but as a person, now you own a skate shop, you're doing importations, exportations, you have to work and everything. Are you going to give your time and your knowledge for free, or at least do you want to like recover what you lose economically?
Mm, like making videos and spending
Yeah,
or wasting. It's not wasting. I think it's not wasting my time
it's
because
spending your time.
yeah,
Because it's going to be a long time, and maybe you're going to lose some business
but
opportunities and stuff.
it is kind of foundation, like kind of that we are gonna have. Maybe we have one question we need to fight to against the government. We need one amount because uh, we are not working and people is gonna to recover your expenses. And if you explain them and you put voluntary uh, money or voluntary donation.
Donation.
So I think it works. So it's not free because you have to work, you have your necessities and your expenses. So you need to be remunerated.
You have to be paid. You have to be paid. You have
You
to
have
get.
to be paid, and that is the way. Donations. Yeah, I think works.
Yeah, it sounds great. A charity, not foundation. A
Yeah,
charity.
because it's ideas have not to fly too much. Has to go down and be clear and honest, kind of like that. Honest with yourself.
Yeah. So definitely there is going to be an operational cost.
Yeah.
Salaries, the place where we are, and all that. So there's
But how I say, if your idea is really good, people against to the police, people is gonna be on your side and they are gonna I think they don't have problem with that. Yeah.
okay. It sounds like it could be a beginning of a charity. It could be
Yeah.
the beginning of something big, something that looks for a change. Do you think there's any charity that exists nowadays focused on what you just said? Have
Mm,
you heard of one or anything?
there are, but not completely.
Okay. In Ecuador.
Uh, it's kind of they make videos, but they make videos just for getting money. So they make videos, controversial videos about police abuse, but it's not one something at the end they don't have. It's just showing the video, sharing, and getting money. That's it. But they don't have like kind of we are showing that because we are collecting signatures or no, it's nothing there.
So
Yeah,
there's no vision. There's no
no,
vision.
exactly, no vision. Yeah,
Okay, okay. So you can create you can create a quite of a something revolutionary like Mahatma Gandhi did, but in Ecuador, maybe to Latin America. Well,
But I think I have to have one partner kind of what's the name of people who study laws?
lawyer.
Lawyer. I have to have one interested person in changing the world, and he knows about laws, because I can get into a big problem. Maybe it's possible.
Probably yes.
Yeah, maybe they accuse me kind of terrorism. I don't know how to say.
Well, probably yes. They will say terrorism because you will cause. Probably they will say that you will cause terror in.
Exactly, because they don't. It's not good for the government. So I have to, and I on the other side, o sea, I have my strategy like advertisement, like a publicity man, but I need someone like who psychology, lawyer, um, video production. Maybe I know how to do, but I can't be with everything on my back. I have to look for more people that they are with my idea, agree with my idea. Yeah.
Yes, that definitely, definitely yes. You need a big team,
Yes.
and definitely a lawyer, production. Yes, I think administration, marketing, digital marketing. You need a professional team, not only a team.
Yes.
But
Exactly.
if you do it, would you go anonymous, or would you will show your faces, who you are and everything, despite of the risk you will take?
Anonymous is really good. Um, Anonymous is really good. I would like, but that means I need one person more in my team who knows that kind of posting, anonymous posting, like uh, IP. I don't know what's
The IP address, like hidden
yeah,
IP address and stuff.
exactly. He can. It's not behind. Is how is esconder? Esconder?
Hide.
Yeah, he can hide. Yeah, I relate with behind because it's hide. He can hide the link and everything with your email address, with your IP address. So I think we need one more, but I think it's better with like anonymous.
It's better anonymous.
Yeah, because you don't have like kind of big problems, like kind of.
Uh-huh.
But I think for if you recollect signatures, so it's difficult being anonymous.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because we want to recollect signatures and we want to create a charity. It's almost impossible to go anonymous because we have to show our faces, but we're facing
But
a big
you
risk.
know what is good strategy?
Yep.
Being all of the population anonymous.
Being
So
okay. Explain. I don't understand that well.
if I do one video, I'm gonna behind the table. I'm gonna give the video like sharing, and each person just post. So it doesn't post one person and they share. So they have the video
Okay.
and 1 million of people share at 8 p.m. in and that's it. They
Wow.
share, but they post like, "It's my video, it's my video, it's my video." So that's crazy.
That will be that reminds me of Vendetta, V for Vendetta.
I didn't hear about that, but
It's a movie. It's oh wow. It's something like that. Like there's a moment where
you are
huh?
you are making me thinking about like crazy ideas.
Yeah,
And you are saying like, what the fuck? Good idea.
yeah, I just remembered there's this movie. I don't exactly remember what was the plot about, but it was a person that had a mask. Yeah, like the one from Anonymous, I think. I think it's the same mask. I'm not quite sure. But he wanted to change. So he told everyone, all the people, to wear his mask on at one day, one specific day, for the same reason. So everyone at the same time went out with the mask, and the police didn't know what to do. And basically, what you want to do with the video, but with real people. So that's inspiring. I'm just imagining. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be great if someone of Anonymous will be listening to us right now, and probably they will do something about it.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Wow. Okay, so that was amazing. I just
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Advertising, bro.
yeah, I have heard of some things and stuff, but probably this is the closest I have heard uh, to reality. Like I think it's possible. I think
Yeah.
it's very, very, very possible. Well, so we won't go out the topic too much. Mahatma Gandhi. What do you think Mahatma Gandhi will do if he were able to come back from his grave and speak to you, or his spirit somehow could speak to you? Do you think he will agree with everything you said,
I
or
think he's gonna be agree.
he's going to agree
He's going to be.
to agree?
He's going to agree.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's going to agree. I think he's going to agree because I'm not fighting. I'm not making like hunger
Strikes.
hunger strike.
Hunger
Yeah,
strike.
I'm not making hunger strikes. I'm not killing people and kind of that. I'm not nothing of that. So he looked for that. He looked for stopping uh, society war or social war kind of, yeah.
Mhm.
So I think he's gonna be on my side because of that. Not not fighting with nobody, with policemen, just social media, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I maybe he's talking to us right now, right?
Yeah, I'm getting like, I don't know if it's good settings from this time.
You getting what? Sorry, settings.
Tools, tools,
Tools.
tools,
Okay.
tools,
Yeah.
tools from this time.
Okay. Yes, you're using basically the same strategy, but with contemporary tools.
Yeah.
Uh, oh well, now I have another question. I'm just imagining every part that won't agree with you. And yes, the government is one. Yes, the police or part of the police is another. But what about the dealers, the big drug dealers, do you think they will feel affected, or they will see you as a risk for them? And how are you going to fight back against that? Because that is also a huge power, especially here in Ecuador too.
Of course, they are not gonna be angry.
They're not going to agree.
They are not going to agree. They are not going to agree. I don't know. It's difficult that kind. I don't know. Okay, they are not going to agree because they are friends with police. They are friends. They pay them. They have kind of contract. So maybe they are gonna to kill me.
Probably they are. Yeah, because they have big power. Yeah, have a lot of money, power, money, weapons. They have people working for them, professionals, non-professionals,
Yeah,
government, police officers. It's
yeah. It's just they are one big problem for my team. Yeah,
for your thoughts.
for my thoughts, for my thinkings. Yeah, they are gonna kill me.
Probably yes. Probably as soon as it goes viral, you might just
But it's both sides. If I won, if I won, they are gonna die in jail. But if I don't win, I'm gonna die.
yeah. So it's a war.
Yeah,
It is going to be a big war, and a scary one, because
yeah,
also your family, your friends, the people you love will definitely be inside the soup, as we say it in Spanish.
yeah. But that is the risk.
Yeah, it is right.
Yeah.
uh, is it possible to create a win-win with them, to make them be in your part? Is it possible to ethically do that?
It's not possible because they don't have nothing legal. So they don't do anything legal.
Uh-huh.
So it's not possible. It is not possible. Yeah.
I think maybe it could be. Well,
How
just imagine right
legalizing
now. Let
legalizing their thoughts, their thinking.
their thoughts.
Yeah, legalizing their thoughts.
Yeah, legalizing their money actually. Like even if they did so much, but like governments, police officers, and drug dealers.
Yeah, maybe legalizing their money. Or okay, if you are on my side, I can legalize your money because they have a lot of money that they can spend, and they have to like kind of change small amounts and kind of that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, because I think they're human too, and they have families and everything, and they will always be depending on the government and on the police. Now, if
but of course, it's like what I told you. There is one amount that they are going to agree with your thoughts,
uh-huh.
and there is a small amount that they are not gonna to agree with your thoughts. So, but it's good having one group on your back
Yeah.
with your on your side. Yeah,
But dangerous, right?
yeah, dangerous.
And do you think that will be ethically correct? Imagine, because then we go into a big problem. Imagine they say yes, and the people know and notice that you're making deals with drug dealers. Ethically, I think that is incorrect. And maybe even if I like the idea, maybe a lot of people are going to disagree with you.
Of course, it's not ethically. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a loophole there. A loophole means like it's like
but yeah, I don't know. That is a big problem, bro. So we have to make a step by step.
okay,
First, first we have to fight for having a camera on your chest.
okay,
That is the first point, I think so, because it's more difficult to find you, kind of that, yeah, because the police can give information or kind of that. Oh, but they took off the just the uniform and that's it.
uh, but still, I think the camera as a first goal is is possible. Not so risky, possible, and it has
Yeah,
its risk, but
but it's difficult, bro.
right.
It's really difficult because if you do that, it's kind of you are gonna be part of them. People is not going to agree with you.
Are not going to agree with you.
Yeah, I think so. So you can't put them on your back. You have to be straight with them. And are two things. They have to stop making their deals. Their yeah deals. They have to stop, or they go to jail. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, so to begin with, it sounded well. It sounds really good. The idea sounds really good. The charity, the crowdsourcing, the anonymous.
And that is one problem that you put, but maybe it's hundred of problems that are coming when you start doing your strategy. Of course.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely true. There are many things that will come up if you start. But anyway, a vision, and I think I like the idea. It will be a big revolution, and putting a name and a hashtag might be the first step, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me when you start, because I think I want to do it.
I'm not gonna start, bro.
You
You know
sure?
when I'm gonna start?
Huh?
I'm gonna start when you have ready my team, okay?
When I have what?
When you have ready my team.
When I have your team ready.
Yes, exactly.
You want a team?
Exactly. I need a team.
Okay. Well, how is your team? Tell me, what do you want?
Lawyer.
Lawyer? Wait, let me write that down. Lawyer,
Video maker,
A video maker,
psychology,
psychologist,
yeah, marketing,
marketing, digital or just marketing?
digital,
Okay.
because all is social media. Um, social communication,
Okay.
and one police, but on my on my side,
Okay.
because you maybe think is kind of one person is inside and can see the, how act the police inside. Yeah,
Okay. Well, why the psychologist? I'm curious.
because they know like kind of what people is thinking.
Okay.
How is,
Anthropologist, I think is better.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, an anthropologist instead of because psychologist, I think it's focused only one person.
yeah, anthropologist.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know. Like, I like the anonymous plan.
And you have to work too,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
structure everything, idea.
You know, I don't know. I'm just curious. Like, I like the anonymous idea, and if they actually exist, and it's like as powerful as they say, and they are listening to this, I'm pretty sure they have all this, and
Yeah.
maybe they will contact us. Who knows? Because I'm gonna upload this into the YouTube. Because it's a class, so it will be really interesting to know that there's this great power trying to fight for what is actually good for society, what society needs.
Yeah.
So I like your idea. Hopefully, someday they will reach us.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
But still, we have to cover our faces in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just thinking on that makes me scared because of all of uh, dangerous people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think all is linked with police, government, big cartels, and community. Because not all doesn't mean that everybody is with people you don't know. So there is a big amount of dangerous people on the streets, and you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely true. Yes, at the beginning when we started speaking, I was like, "Yo, this is like just a great idea." But once we dig into it and start understanding all the counterparts, yeah, it is very risky, especially because as you said, everything everything is linked to the police. And the other day, I was thinking about the cartels here in Ecuador, and I mean, we don't know about them. Like, yeah, before there was Pablo Escobar in Colombia and stuff, or Chapo in Mexico, but still there are so many powerful cartels that we don't even talk about. We don't even know that maybe we will know in the future, like 10 years later or something.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So yeah, yeah, it's the police, right? The police how do you say that? Is a problematic bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But if you change that, it will be a huge change for society.
And laws has to be strong.
Uh-huh. Very,
I'm
very.
I'm a cur I'm agree. I agree. I agree. I agree with a lot of people is not agree.
Will not agree.
Um,
Don't agree. A lot of people will not agree, or a lot of people don't agree.
a lot of people don't agree with laws um, strong. For example, if you rob one cell phone, they give you 10 years or 5 years.
Uh-huh.
People uh, is not
Will not.
will not will not agree with that because they say it's too much for one cell phone.
Yeah.
But if you know that just for one cell phone you can go to jail too much time, of course you don't go not rob anything. So you don't have to take that risk. So it works. Because if you say, oh, okay, just I'm going 1 month, they take the risk
Uh-huh.
and it is still. And when one time that you rob one cell phone, you want more and more and more. And so I'm, I think it's better strong laws. Yeah.
Strong as at one point the death penalty.
Yes, I saw yesterday one news
Uh-huh.
on in Colombia now since yesterday. If one person abuse from one children, sexual abuse, or is a killer,
Okay, murderer.
murder, they have they in Colombia now. They if they do that, they are gonna be on jail forever,
Forever.
forever.
If they survive, because I know that if you rape someone, you go to jail and
Yeah, exactly.
probably, yeah.
But it's stronger the that kind of law,
Wow.
and that's good. That's really good.
Okay. But I'm going to put the limit here, okay? So, since we're talking about this, there's the limbo in each one of these laws, okay? And we're going to talk about this, by the way, in agree or disagree. I was just going to show you that. When we get to this topic here, where is that? Here, this topic, we're gonna talk about this. But anyway, there is a small limbo because
What's limbo?
limbo is like you know when you're dead, but you don't know if you go to heaven or hell, and there's a place of indecision.
Okay.
So there's I call it a limbo. Uh, so an adult is someone over 18,
Yeah.
and a minor, like under 14, is considered no matter what rape. Do you think that because 18 years old, he's still a kid, like maybe he's in high school. If he has something with a 14-year-old, he should go to jail. He should go to jail forever.
Good question.
Because 18 and 14 is not so much of a difference.
Yeah, I think so. After 24,
24.
you can go forever to jail.
Yeah, so 24 sounds better because yeah, when we were young,
Yeah, because I think 21, 22, 23, you doesn't think your future is kind of sometimes, yeah. In my case, since I was 18, I think so. But it's strange. And in your case, I think so too. But it's not common that it's like kind of, I see people from this time is kind of, they don't care about nothing.
yeah,
They are not wasting their time. They are living at the moment and that's it. So I think from 30 to 33 or 34, 20,
20,
23 or 24, and lost for them. But for 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, I think maybe 10 years. Yeah.
yeah, that would be a good a good how do you say that? A good lesson. 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, if they survive, because
They survive.
if they survive, yeah, like that's hopefully it will stop because I know that for women it's very hard uh, to live with these things,
Yeah.
or what I heard, because you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so to end up the conversation of today, and to end up Mahatma Gandhi. And by the way, really good conversation. You basically took the 2 hours of conversation. That's
Yeah.
for that. And the structure of what you said, like of everything you said, was good also. So I I I want to congratulate you for that. So you're saying your ideas, you're communicating your ideas well. Like everything is understandable. The only thing is that sometimes you have these little mistakes.
Yeah.
Differentiate if you are.
I don't agree.
I do not agree. Yes, practice that a lot. It's a verb. I
I not or I don't.
I don't, or I do not, or I do not.
I don't.
Yeah,
One second.
agree is like a verb. It's like run, play, jump. The same the same way you conjugate run, you conjugate agree. Okay?
Okay. I don't agree. For we don't agree too, right?
Don't agree.
Oh, now I understand. We don't agree.
Yeah. The same happens in the future. We will not agree or we won't agree.
We are we are going to agree.
We are going to agree. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Now I understood. Yeah,
very good.
we are going to agree. We will agree. We will to agree.
No, we will, after a modal verb, you use the verb without conjugating. So we
We
will
will
agree.
agree. We
Can
will
agree. We might agree. We may agree. We
agree.
could agree.
We could agree. We could. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to open the academic discussion of Mahatma Gandhi. There are only two questions. There you are. There are only two questions based on the reading. So do that. And here is food addiction. I have everything open because all the other students have to do portfolios. So food addiction, I will upload the reading for the next class. We're talking about food addiction. It's also a very hot topic. Probably we're going to touch ethics again. We're going to touch some hot issues in marketing wise. So come ready, read about it, understand it. I'm going to upload like in 2 minutes. And the test of Mahatma Gandhi, it will be surprise. I won't tell you what day because I want you to, I want you to do it like without preparing, okay?
Okay. Come on, bro. I told you I was reading 30 minutes before to.
Yeah,
Because you told
I know, but since now I know how much time we're going to practice,
me.
the tests are going to be surprise. We're going to talk about the topic before the test,
Okay.
but it can be that day, it can be the next day, it all depends.
Okay, bro. So what's the homework?
The homework is to do the academic discussion, the 2 questions in writing,
Okay.
and read the fast food addiction.
Faster addiction.
Fast food addiction, yes.
Oh, fast food.
Fast food, yeah. I'm going to upload it right now in this moment, okay? So I'm just going
Okay.
to pause because class is over basically. Yeah.
Okay, bro. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you. Good student. You are an incredibly good student. I'm so proud of you, Andres.
Thank you so much. Your best student.
Probably, yes. You're fighting with a couple. You are in the top 5.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, Andres, be good, okay?
You too. Bye. Have a good
Bye-bye.
day and have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too. Skate a lot. I will win next
You
time.
too. You too.
I will.
I saw you on Surus and that makes me happy. Okay.
Great, great. Home. Second home.
Bye.